What's up, everybody? I'm your adorable woman, Aries Adora, and this is Adorable Woman TV, where we inspire great affection towards women all over the world. If you haven't already done so, I need you to go ahead and subscribe, like, and tap that bell for notifications because I don't want you to miss a beat.
Stop me now, won't stop me now.
Today I'm going to address a question that was asked to me, and it's regarding performance anxiety. I was asked, how do I deal with nerves when I'm going on stage? And honestly, that is a very good question. I've been singing. Well, let's talk a little bit about like my past and where I came from. My mother was a jazz singer. She used to sing with various bands around the city. And my dad was actually a musician, and he was a DJ, and he used to own a nightclub. So I came from the nightlife, I came from music, I came from entertainment. The first memory that I have of actually being able to sing was when I was a little girl, and I was sitting in my mother's bedroom on the floor looking up at her television, and I was watching Beauty and the Beast. And I could just remember listening to Belle sing these beautiful songs. I was just like, oh, isn't this amazing? It's my favorite part because you'll see when he meets Prince Charming. So I was like a little girl singing those songs, and my mom, she came into the room and she was like, wait a minute, is that my baby singing? And I didn't really know. Like, I was just singing the song. She told me I was on pitch. I didn't go off pitch, and I just sang the notes the way it was supposed to be, and that's how she knew I could sing. But I'm gonna take you back to a story that I don't even remember, but my mom told me about it. She said one time she took me to a restaurant here in Chicago, and I think she said I was about 3 or 4, and she had ordered me a hot dog. And so she said that I stood up in the middle of the floor, took the hot dog out the bun, and started singing. And when I was done, everybody applauded me. And she said for her, that's when she knew it was something there. But you know, I'm like 3 or 4, and so little kids do stuff like that. You know, you're just not really paying any attention to it. But once I got about 6 or 7, I think that's how that was when Beauty and the Beast came out. Don't be trying to guess my age. She knew it was something there, and so what we used to do was we used to actually harmonize on her voicemail. I don't know if y'all remember, but back in the day, you know what I'm saying, you used to record your voicemail. You'd be like, hello, you reached me. Like we used to actually like literally sing on our voicemails. It was so cute, and people would hear us harmonizing. So here it is, I'm like 6 or 7, and I'm harmonizing with my mother. And so that's when it started for me. I was in kindergarten. Let me tell y'all this story. I'm still talking about anxiety, okay? We're gonna get there. Performance anxiety. We're gonna get there, but I still gotta give you a little bit of where I came from. When I was in kindergarten, I used to sing the Black National Anthem every morning for my class. Not only did I sing the Black National Anthem for my kindergarten class every morning, I would also sing it for the school assemblies. So I've been on stage for a very long time, but I honestly don't recall really feeling nervous and scared or having performance anxiety until I sang the national anthem for the White Sox, and I was like 11 when I did that. And I just remember them telling me that there's gonna be 20,000 people in front of me. I remember hearing it, but it didn't really register until I got walked out onto the field. And that's when I actually felt nervous for the very first time. And you could actually hear my throat like dry up on me. I was in the middle of a note, and it's like my voice just left. I don't know what happened, but it was like I got immediately dehydrated, and it was embarrassing. It was so embarrassing, but I did it. So that was when I first became conscious of what it meant to have performance anxiety. And then from there, that's kind of when it, it would happen. The way that I deal with it is, again, not worrying about the outcome and being prepared. As a vocalist, you have been warming up, you have been rehearsing, you know your material, you know your words, and your voice is healthy. So if you know that you've done everything that you're supposed to do, you're well hydrated from within, your vocal cords are healthy, you don't have any polyps, and you don't have anything like that going on, you have to get to the point where you trust yourself. And you also have to get to the point of acceptance where you are able to accept the fact that something may go wrong. Do you know how many celebrities have fallen down the stairs? Do you know how many celebrities have cracked? Do you know how many people have literally thrown up on stage? So anything can happen. And so what I try to do, and I actually try to live my life like this as well, I try to accept all probable outcomes. Before I do anything, I sit back and I literally think about every single possible outcome that I can think of, and I make peace with it ahead of time. If I make peace with it ahead of time, it's not a surprise to me. So that's one trick that I do with myself. I literally sit back and I accept that things may go wrong. And once you accept that and you make peace, you will actually be able to see and find that your anxiety will diminish. I'm not saying that it's gonna go away completely, because I feel that a little bit of anxiety and nervousness is actually very healthy and it's very good for you because it pushes you. It makes your adrenaline pump and it makes you do sometimes exceedingly well. If you're too nervous though, it can throw you completely off your square and it can mess you up. So you have to find that happy medium between being too nervous and not nervous enough, because if you're too relaxed, me personally, I don't ever want to be too relaxed, because if I'm too relaxed, then that means that I'm not being challenged. For me, I never want to be too relaxed. I always want to be a little bit on edge, just enough so that I can deliver. Another thing that I do to calm my nerves and to really relax the anxiety is herbal teas. So I'm going to give you a few recommendations of teas that I drink. One tea is lemon balm. It is a nervine. Well, all of these are actually going to be nervine herbs. So lemon balm is very soothing to the nervous system. It's very gentle. It's not like a sedative, but it is strong enough to gently calm the nerves. And so I'll drink that with a little bit of lemon and a little bit of honey. Lemon is what makes it hydrating. The honey is what actually gives you the necessary glucose and sugars that you need to keep your energy up while you are getting ready to go on stage. And it helps to kind of ease that adrenaline, because adrenaline can burn out your nervous system. And so with that glucose and that sugar in the honey, it's gonna help cool down the system. So lemon balm, lemon, and honey, that's one tea that I actually really enjoy drinking, even when I'm not dealing with anxiety. It's just a good tea to drink. Another tea, which is a sedative, is chamomile, and sometimes I'll drink a chamomile mixed with lavender. That's pretty strong. I would drink that the night before. Like if you're dealing with some nervousness, even if it has nothing to do with stage fright or performance anxiety, I would drink some chamomile tea before bed, and then the following day I would do the lemon balm tea. That's something that is very, very calming. I'll just leave you with those two. Those are great starters on two different sides of the spectrum that can assist you with dealing with your anxiety. So hopefully this helps you. Hopefully this is helping someone out there, and if it's not for you, please share the information. All right, y'all, if you have any questions, leave them below in the comments and I'll be sure to respond. Peace.